Welcome to the Comics Experiment, the show where I sit down with Andy and Dan, and every week we chat about something philosophical within comic books, stupid in comic books, poop jokes in comic books, or we just talk about comic books. It's the experiment because we don't know what we're going to do every week.
Or if we'll even stick on topic.
That's more
or
the
film in
experiment.
general.
Yeah.
Yeah, or film in general at the rate we're going. This show is back. We are going to be producing them every Thursday live at twitch.tv/Comicstorian, and then it'll be produced onto our Spotify and onto our SoundCloud and our Patreon, patreon.com/Comicstorian, where you can get early access to the products, and then it is eventually released to YouTube for all of you YouTubers to enjoy. I'm like right on the cusp of not doing this well, but I got it. For you guys to enjoy. Don't forget to check out our sponsors, G Fuel, where you can use the code COMICS at checkout to get 30% off at the time of watching this and 10% off at the time of this going live on YouTube as a celebration of our return. It's 30% right now, 10% by the time this goes to YouTube.
So hopefully you're watching on Twitch so you can save some extra money.
Yes, and we have other sponsors as well, Dan, don't we?
Yes, we do. We are also sponsored today by HBO Max and Honey. We'll tell you more about those in the middle of today's episode.
HBO Max is great.
It is.
And you'll learn
Snyder
more about
cut.
that in the middle of today's episode.
All right, so guys, real quick
Thanks.
rundown. We've been missing for the last 3 weeks on Comics Experiment, or has it been 4?
Something like that.
Yeah. The reason is really simple. Right when we decided we were going to be finally like on point and have an episode every week and we wouldn't miss a single beat.
We jinxed it. That's what
We jinxed it. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. We jinxed it. I had to move and we had like every problem you can possibly come into in that move. It was the longest move ever. I think it totaled out to like 3.5 weeks.
Something like that, because we got, 2 feet of snow?
Yeah, right in the
Something
middle of the whole
ridiculous?
thing. It was ridiculous. But the move is over now. We're back in the office. We're able to start getting these episodes out again for you guys. And that's where I've been this whole time. Also, we've worked on a few new projects. Dan and I have been working on Absolutely Marvel and DC, where you can check us talking about your favorite CW shows, Disney Plus shows, movies, and trailers. And I've also been working on PlayStation and Steam Gamers, a gaming news, lore, and discussion channel with Houston and a few of our other friends.
Indeed.
You can find both those on YouTube. Put those names in exactly, and you'll find them very easily. We're not doing hardcore promotion. These are softcore promotions.
No actual nudity, just the motion.
So to celebrate us coming back, we thought we would do our version of a story. And since right now the Comicstorian Injustice quadruply, what do you call 4? What's a 4, Andy? You're the smart one.
Well, if you're doing like movies, I always call them a quadrilogy.
A quadrilogy.
Yeah.
Quadrilogy?
Yeah. That's like that they called the Aliens movies and stuff before.
There was
They
5
ended
and
up
6.
making more.
And then it was a pentilogy.
So
and then
quadrilogy.
a
We have 4 Injustice full stories. For some reason, they're getting recommended by YouTube again. And to celebrate, we decided we're going to say our versions of Injustice.
Don't they have 5 years of Injustice? Why do we only
There's way more than that, because we've got
4
year
complete
0,
stories.
year 1, year 2, year 3,
you're-
year 4, ground 0, Injustice 2,
Which is 3 years in itself.
which is 3 years in
So
itself.
they don't know how to title them. That's the problem.
Oh, okay.
So there is Injustice. First there was Injustice, and then they turned that into Injustice Year 1.
Right, yeah.
And then they did 1 through 5, and then they ended it, and they called it Ground Zeroes. Is the comic that tells you what happened
Kind of
during.
bridges the gap.
Well, it's what happens in the game. So
Yeah.
if you're not a gamer, you don't have to go find the
Oh, yeah,
plot.
okay, yeah.
Then they did Injustice 2, but they tossed out the year monikers, so it's just Injustice 2.
Yep.
But it
I
spans
see.
like 3 years. And now we've just concluded Injustice Year 0, where they talk
Right.
about the Justice Society.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
They just like to put the
Then
name
the next
Injustice.
one-
And then there's Injustice versus the Masters of the Universe.
Right,
Yes.
right.
And they're also in Convergence.
Next, we're going to also get Injustice of Infinite Earths.
I would read the
I
shit
would
out
say
of that.
You know what? I'm actually down for that. Tom Taylor, you're welcome.
Zack Snyder's Injustice.
Well, Dan, is that your version?
Snyder's Injustice.
Josh Whedon's Injustice.
Isn't Zack
not
Snyder's
quite as
Injustice
good.
just Zack Snyder's Justice League?
Pretty much, yeah.
If you see his plot where he was going to go with that movie
It
series,
is very much, yeah. Like,
it's pretty much he took what he liked about Injustice and then threw his own nightmare verse into it.
right, right.
So, Dan, why don't you go first this time?
All right.
Didn't you go first last time?
I don't know.
I did, actually. But then I had a second try.
I don't really have
I had
an
the
idea. I'm gonna be
second try,
formulating
which
it the whole
just won
time.
everything. Remember?
Okay.
I'm just gonna open my mouth and be surprised with everybody else.
You know what? I want to hear this.
I don't have one. That's
Oh,
what I
not
just
yet?
said.
I just want to let you guys know, we let Andy know what we're talking about like a day in advance.
No, you didn't.
Yesterday I
You
did.
told me
Yesterday.
this morning.
Did I?
Yes.
Oh. You didn't think from this morning till now?
No, I got other shit to do. And by that I mean walk my dog.
All right, so
That's contemplation time, Andy?
Okay.
all right, so here we go.
Poor
Here we
Dan.
go. This is
So when you walk your dog, where do you go?
Around the neighborhood.
Yeah.
I go
Where
to
else
the
would you
Injustice
go?
verse.
Yeah, nice, nice.
Babu's actually
Yeah,
the
he's
evil guy.
Yeah.
Injustice is actually crypto goes evil and
Yeah.
turns on everyone.
Oh, I would
Okay,
read
so
that
that's
book.
my second plan. Anyway, so
No,
my
I'm
first
stealing
one.
it from mine.
That's yours now? Okay. So Injustice starts the same way that it does before of punch a hole through the chest. But this time, it goes into the direction of Dark Knight's Metal, where he punches a hole through the Joker's chest. The toxins that turned the Batman Who Laughs into Batman Who Laughs seep out and get into Superman.
The Superman who giggles.
The Superman Who Giggles. And but then we get a pseudo Dark Knight's Metal Injustice kind of combo because let's be honest, you don't really have a year one with a Superman Who Laughs. He just kills the entire world. But in this one, he actually learns of Barbados. And he decides that he needs to go to the dark multiverse and take over everything over there, as well as find all the different Supermen from that universe to create his own army. And then we get what we call it. We'll call it the Dark Boy Scout of Metal, because it can't be the Dark Knight. That's
The
Batman.
Dark Boy Scout.
Yeah. I mean,
Metal.
let's be honest. Everyone calls him.
He's
the
always
Boy
prepared.
Scout. That's who he is.
Mother.
Is he that prepared, Andy?
Yeah, he's pretty prepared.
Hey, you can go in whatever direction you want, but essentially the Superman Who Laughs, because I always liked the idea of the toxin being in the Joker's body, but then also infusing it with the fact that he had been handling the Scarecrow toxin, so it's almost like he's a Joker that still sees things through the fear toxin goggles, so to speak, and kills everyone because of it.
It's like beer goggles, but less fun.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're fear goggles.
Yeah, fear goggles. Yeah.
So they're like beer goggles,
But
but
that's
that's
fun.
fun.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Fear goggles.
I got it. I
Yeah.
got it.
So
Why hasn't he made fear goggles? Like,
I don't know. That would actually be kind of genius.
I don't, not even like an evil plan. Like, Dan, put on the fear goggles.
You know what? It's different story. Scarecrow infuses his fear toxin into contact lens solution
Oh God.
and then throws that into
Fear
Gotham.
goggles.
There you go.
Oh,
Get
my
me
God.
James Tinian on the phone. He's writing a Scarecrow story.
with the goose.
That was a little bit of a joke, but as I said, I'm like,
It's
you know,
actually,
that's
it's a
pretty
genius
Jesus.
idea. Yeah.
How long do you think it would take Batman to figure out it's in the contact lenses?
Exactly.
You were
wouldn't-
never exposed to the toxin. How are you dealing with this?
With Batman, 35 minutes.
30 with prep. How would he prep? He'd have the solution.
He would
Well,
figure it out.
He purchases every product on the market and tests it for fear toxin and Joker gas.
I wouldn't even put it past
Just a
him.
No, I
constant.
wouldn't.
It's just a kind of Alfred everywhere on the day
Has it-
home has to stop at the grocery store.
Has
Pick up
anyone
all the
ever
stuff.
discussed like that possibility to do Batman? I just went through more of the Batman Inc. stuff they've been sending over, right?
Oh, yeah.
And just the idea that Batman does have like these teams out there, like everyone go buy every toy before Christmas. I want to make sure the Joker's not tampering with them all.
It actually turns out he invests in every single company that has a supply line, so he can put his own bat part on it that scans everything as it goes through.
That
Just
would
seems-
also probably be a
just
Batman.
seems
It would be a very
cheaper.
Batman
Yeah.
thing to do,
Just
yeah.
seems cheaper. That way.
Just cheaper to do it that
Yeah,
way.
it's just cheaper to do it that way.
I,
But yeah, Superman Who Laughs. That's
like it.
my injustice.
Superman who giggles.
Superman Who
Yeah, yeah,
Giggles. The Dark Boy Scout.
The Boy Scout who's got a slight smirk.
The Superman who smirks. Oh no, run away.
The Superman Who Chuckles. They call him Chuckle Man.
The Chuckler.
Oh God, it's the Chuckler.
Oh man, could you imagine that?
I just did. I came up with it. I'm pretty sure you're the juggler.
He's just floating in.
He's just beaming everyone with his light vision. Look at that guy. That's
He
hilarious.
stops at a clown, honks his nose, then burns it. All right, Andy.
I got nothing.
What are you gonna spew?
I
I'll
got
go.
nothing.
I got
You
two.
go.
I'll
You go. Go ahead.
I got one that's a little on the
the
nose.
crypto who
So I'll
giggles.
I'll do the one on the
Justice
nose
Pets.
first. Okay.
Okay.
So the problem I've always had with Injustice is that it's two full factions.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, it makes sense for a fighting game.
Sure.
You know,
yeah, it
'cause
makes
that's
sense.
the whole
'cause
point of
that's
that.
what it
Yeah.
was.
But I feel like if we were to ever do this, it'd be more if anybody in the DC universe were to turn, it would be more along the lines of like a Deadpool kills the Marvel universe kind of a
Yes.
thing. I feel like an Injustice would be this one guy finally twist. So my character that is finally going to twist in the wind.
Okay.
Let me guess. It's the Flash.
No, it's Red Hood.
Oh, okay.
Who do you think could probably pull it off by the skin of his teeth?
Red Hood.
No, I feel
I
like,
like
if
Jason Todd. Don't get me wrong. I play a great Jason Todd. He would not be able to take over the DC universe.
Yes, he would.
No, Batman
Because
would.
he got Tim Drake to help
Batman
him.
would stop him.
Why would Tim Drake help him?
Why did Tim Drake create an entire army in Gotham that had to turn on him and shoot him? Because Tim Drake overthinks the problem.
I mean, this is true.
I'm just saying, there's no way those two.
He's
would be able
literally
to
an
take
evil
over.
Batman from the future.
There's
Oh,
no
we're
way-
talking about that. Yeah, that one.
There's no way these two would be able to take over. You could keep going with your
But you
story,
know what,
but there's
let's-
no way they would
So
be able to
my
take over the DC
idea
universe.
is that Tim decides that he's going to turn. He's going to just eradicate all the metas.
He's decided he's going
He's
to
like,
turn.
no, I just see him in his. I'm gonna be evil.
I'm going to be evil. I'm going to be evil.
For the record,
Then he works through the problem.
don't you remember
no,
Nightwing: The
no.
New Order? Nightwing beat everyone.
I believe that more over than Tim and
Yeah,
and Red Hood. Yeah, honestly.
Okay, but Nightwing's dead in this universe. So
Oh,
whatever.
okay, all right.
Okay, that's fair. I mean,
So my
sure.
idea is that Tim in the future,
Yeah,
grizzled, sees the direction that Injustice has gone.
sure.
So he decides he's going to fix it as an evil Batman. And
Okay.
his idea is to
So we already have the normal Injustice universe.
normal Injustice universe is planned
Okay.
out.
And then-
How
so
many
I'm
years
I'm
ahead?
kind of like Injustice 4. That's my plot.
Okay, so we're jumping ahead like 3 games.
all right.
And then evil Tim decides they didn't screw it up enough.
No.
And so goes back
His
to
idea is that if he removes the meta problem,
Uh-huh.
we just don't have Injustice.
Okay.
So if he can prevent it from happening. Now, if you remember the storyline, Super Sons of Tomorrow, Tim Drake came back in time as an evil Batman, basically.
Okay.
Yes.
And he managed to disable everybody. So in the future, he would have the answer to everything.
But still
plus
lost.
as much
Yes.
red, green pills as
So
he
wait,
wants.
now it's the Tim Drake from the Super Sons of Tomorrow's plotline, but is in the Injustice universe?
Yes!
Okay.
So evil Batman Tim Drake comes back in time. Finds Jason Todd. Now, if you followed the Injustice plotline of Jason Todd,
He shows up as an evil gun-toting Batman.
right.
Yes.
But we give him the weaponry of the future from
Right.
Tim.
But
Tim's-
is this from the Super Sons of Tomorrow?
No, it's
future,
his
or
own
from-
future. It's his
okay,
own
all right.
far-flung future
Right.
of evil Tim.
Sure.
So Tim comes back, pretty much enlists Jason Todd to be an evil Batman that works for him instead of Ra's al Ghul, because that plot line made no sense at all that he would have teamed up with Ra's al Ghul.
Right, yeah, that's what didn't make any sense.
That was the part
That
that,
was
went
the
a little
problem.
too
And
far.
a little
sends
too far.
Jason Todd on a killing spree with the answer to defeat every meta. Well, he masterminds it all
He would screw
with
it up.
Brainiac technology that he
I'm
acquired.
gonna just
Now
say.
he's got, wait a second, hold on, back it up.
Yeah.
Now he's got Brainiac
Tim Drake's got
technology.
Brainiac technology.
Where'd he get that
Okay.
from?
He's in the future. Everything's in the
Oh, it's
future.
a valid argument. Yeah.
He's got a
Whenever
point.
DC wants to do it, like, oh my God, where did you get this Superman killing gun? In the future, they mass produce them.
You just go to the CVS and you get kryptonite. It's super easy.
that's what I'm
Well,
saying.
every 6-pack of Coke, you get a free kryptonite gun.
It's actually a kryptonite Coke.
It's
So
It's a
Chad is
special
throwing at me.
green
They're like,
version.
don't you remember? Tim died. I do remember Tim died. But what if he didn't?
an excellent point. But stay with us. He didn't.
So Zod
But what
kills
if he
Tim.
didn't?
But Tim, instead of dying in this timeline, they did what they
Sure.
did with Connor, where they just brought him back to the Phantom Zone
Right.
because it froze him in time.
Sure, with,
Right.
with his brains exploding
Right,
out
and
the
so
back of his
Tim was
head.
removed.
Sure.
Huh?
I said, right, frozen in time with his brains exploding out the back of his head from Zod's heat
I thought it
vision.
was his chest.
It was through his
Sure.
Zod
chest.
did his chest in my
All right,
version.
fine. His heart stops from heat vision. My bad.
So he's stuck in the Phantom Zone watching injustice unfold. Why he's so angry. So when he comes out, he's in the Fortress of Solitude.
Right.
He's got future tech. He's got kryptonite out the wazoo. Because in my version, Superman's keeping it all there instead of huffing it in the crime syndicate.
Wait, what? Now he's Ultraman in this?
No.
He saw
I'm
Ultraman
so
and he was like, you know
confused.
what?
How many-
Just in case I get an addiction one day.
How many different universes are smashing together in this?
It's injustice.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
okay,
at least
yeah,
Injustice followed a sort of thread.
Okay. I'll back it up. I'll back it
Okay,
up.
let's back it up.
In my storyline, Jason is just like forgotten through time, basically. He still is.
How did he get through
How did he
time?
see through
No,
time?
I'm saying in general, everyone's kind of forgotten where he is, and he just wants to kill everyone.
Oh, I
If
see.
you beat the
Okay.
arcade mode as Jason, he ends up defeating everybody in the
Right.
entire meta universe.
Yeah.
Because that makes sense in a Mortal Kombat game that Jason would go kill
Not
everyone.
Mortal Kombat, it's Injustice, but go ahead.
It's the same deal.
It's not. Nobody rips anyone's spine
Tim
out.
comes out of the Phantom Zone, gets hit to the
better.
heart, thrown back in the Phantom Zone, and he's forgotten in there. Just like the Titans were for like 9 years.
Ever.
It's true, yeah.
Forever.
They were like, don't you remember
We're
the Titans?
missing another team. Yeah, we're like sidekicks. Where the hell did they go?
What happened to like kids kind of?
Yeah, he's like looking at Batman. Didn't you have another Robin?
He's like, I mean, I had plenty of Robins. You got to be
You
more
gotta let
specific.
Jason has
with
been
that.
ignored by everyone, which is pretty much in line with what happens in Justice.
Okay.
He finds that Tim has been forgotten in the Phantom Zone. He goes to the Phantom Zone, he gets him out, but Jason dies of old age. But now Tim is still younger Tim. But now Jason gives him the knowledge, the ability, and the weapons of everything since Injustice went wrong.
I thought he died of old age.
He did, but he gave it all to him right before he
Oh,
died.
I see.
Like he passed it on.
I got you,
Here's a
okay.
chip.
I'm dying of old age. Here, take this flash drive. It's got all the instructions. Make sure to read the readme.txt.
Tim opens it up. Read me. No one reads these.
It's his crap. Why is it in notebook? This is bullshit.
Tim then sees the future, and if we're following the timeline at this point, Superman has already been taken over by Brainiac, because that is one of the timelines.
Yes,
That's the actual definitive ending, I think, right now.
I believe so. Yeah.
Someone's taken over by Brainiac. Tim breaks in, takes the Brainiac tech, implants it, finds ways to kill every meta, time travels. We go back to the beginning, baby. He prevents Superman from punching Joker. Superman's not on a killing streak anymore, and then he kills him with a kryptonite whatever, because you can never kryptonite anything in the DC universe.
Kryptonite bunny. Yeah.
Kryptonite crowbar because, you know, Jason Todd's involved.
That's true. Yeah.
He then immediately shoots Batman. His one weakness, bullets.
Who knew?
So you got the two pinnacles of the DC universe done. He then finds Wonder Woman and removes her easy by something weird, and then no one's a problem.
You know, I feel like of all of them, she would actually be the hardest to remove.
Right, and that would probably be like a whole issue if there's
That's why
battle.
you seduce her. You don't remove her.
After
You know what?
removing-
I learned that
seduce her.
seducing her
After
as Booster
removing
Gold worked
Superman,
pretty
Batman,
well.
and Wonder Woman, he seeks out young Jason Todd. Forgotten, washed aside after he was revived from the dead and wants to kill everyone. And he's like, Jason, future guns.
That's the ending. Jason, future guns.
They look like normal guns. Yeah, but they're from the future.
And he
I mean,
gives-
only like 5 years, but
And he gives him an earpiece that allows him to immediately communicate with Jason with the answer to kill every meta, sends Jason on a mission. Red Hood kills the Marvel Universe. DC Universe.
wait, what?
He then, using Brainiac tech, the weapons to kill every meta, instructs Jason how to remove everybody. Jason kills everyone, and then our new rulers are Brainiac Tim Drake and Red Hood.
So, for some reason,
I have so many questions.
when you went through that, I had this thought in my mind for just some random different story. I was just, for some reason, because you mentioned
Would
Jason
you tell me
Todd,
that story through a portal?
I would, through this portal.
Today's podcast is sponsored by HBO Max. I'm sure you've heard about HBO's new streaming service, HBO Max, before, but did you know that they have a massive selection of superhero content? HBO Max is the US home for all of my favorite DC content, and on top of that, I can download my favorite titles and watch them anywhere I go. From Wonder Woman 1984, Zack Snyder's Justice League, Shazam to Young Justice, the Harley Quinn animated show, Justice League Unlimited, and more. I just recently ramped rewatching the Green Lantern animated series and forgot how amazing it was, but thanks to HBO Max, I got to relive and enjoy it again. Seriously, you should check it out if you haven't. HBO Max has something for everyone every day. Visit hbom.ax/CEApril to sign up for HBO Max today. That's hbom.ax/CEAPRIL to sign up today.
So I closed the portal with the rest of my tangent.
Before your tangent, just so I can wrap up mine. So
Okay.
mine,
Oh, you weren't done?
So
I thought
mine's-
that was the end.
No. So mine's basically Injustice 4. Injustice 1,
Okay.
2, and whatever 3. We're gonna go ahead because 3 is gonna happen. Watch 3 opens up. They kill Tim and Jason right at the beginning.
No, Benzis, Injustice 4. We weren't confusing enough.
It's actually Injustice 4, Rejusticed.
Injustice 4. Time travel's a thing now.
Speed Force bullshit.
Speed Force bullshit.
Injustice
ahead,
4.
finish.
When did
I'm
Robins
done.
learn to time travel?
Future. It's all in the future.
It's all in the future. Anyway, my random thought went into, why have we never seen the Bane toxin thing, but it's infused with Lazarus pit fluid, and people just can't die when they're constantly fusing it in themselves?
Literally
and
Tim's storyline of Future State.
Kind of.
He gets like drenched in it.
It's
I guess
not
actually
Bane-
it's those
it's not
power
Bane
suits
toxic,
Kind
yeah.
of.
Okay. I
It's
was like,
something
pretty much.
along those lines. But for some reason, when you said that going into the controlled, I was like, well, you could control Jason if you like constantly revived him with Lazarus Pit, but stopped it so that he died again, so that you could revive
so
him.
Tim
and he's
comes
just
back in time
Oh, Lord.
with a
Messed up.
Bane suit.
There it
Lazarus
is.
Pit, so that he can live forever. The chat has named it either Rejusticed because they went back in time.
I like it.
Sure,
I
yeah.
like it.
I like Blue Eagle's title, Injustice 4, Red Hooded Time Stuff.
It's the injustice of tomorrow. I like time
Tom
stuff
King.
though.
Written by Tom
Oh God.
King. No, if it was written by Tom King, we'd have 3 issues where it's just Tim and Red Hood having tea discussing their history together. That wouldn't pertain to
If
anything.
it was Tom King,
And Ben
that
would talk
part,
about how it was genius.
that part where they put like Superman in the dream state thing would have gone on for so long.
That was the game.
That was.
And that was
I
just a
mean,
walk-in
Batman
scene.
went into a nightmare
Zealous.
series for 8 issues.
Oh, I remember.
And that was all to learn the lesson of.
And it wasn't even like a cool nightmare sequence like Zack Snyder's. It was an annoying one where Batman's greatest fear is that Selena will have friends.
Batman's greatest fear: friendship.
Friendship. My wife having a life outside of this
Andy,
marriage.
you gotta top Injustice 4, Red
Yes.
Hood,
All right,
Boogaloo.
I'm going to say this. Generally speaking, whenever we do this, Dan has the most convoluted one.
Yep.
But somehow you have taken the prize with the mishmash of 4 universes into one time travel bullshit story.
All I needed was a Flash, but I surprised you. I didn't put a Flash in it.
You didn't. I'm very shocked.
I was
going
waiting
with-
to find out the Red Hood was actually the Flash.
And then at the
whole
end, at the
time.
end of the, at the end of the whole
he
story,
was Reverse Flash.
at the end of the whole story, Reverse Flash runs in. It was me, Barry.
And then Red Hood shoots him because he wasn't listening.
It was me, Barry.
And he says something cool like, dodge this.
And he shoots him in the knee. That's what they do.
I'm
He
going
would
with
shoot him and then go, I could have come up with something way better than that.
Wait. Let me.
Hold on. I've got time travel.
Maybe we just do this again real quick. So I'm going with the Elseworlds title of Injustice Pets. Thank you, Dan.
You're welcome.
Crypto bites the mailman. Okay, stay with me here.
Okay.
And gains a taste for human blood. Now, the vet
Obviously.
is going to have to tell the Kents that they got to put him down. But Crypto refuses, breaks free, goes on a dog rampage. So it is up to Ace the Bat Hound to put together a team of super powered pets.
Oh, would it be like Streaky?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay,
To
Bat Cow,
fight
obviously.
against the strongest of the super pets, which would obviously be Crypto, who has also allied himself with like Wonder Woman's cat or something. I don't know.
Somehow
She had a horse.
Trigon's
Okay,
got a
horse.
pet as
Yeah,
well.
sure, a demon of some kind. So that's
We'll start giving
Injustice pets.
Well, the first issue open up with like superheroes who didn't have pets getting pets.
Yeah, no, that's like the first page is like first 2 pages we'll do like a 9 panel, which is just the various heroes buying pets.
Like I just see like Green Arrow being like, "Oh, puppy."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Art
I
by
could see-
Scotty Young.
I could see Green
for the
Arrow
record.
with like a chinchilla.
We'll get really obscure with some of
Yeah,
them.
yeah,
Who's
yeah.
gonna have the bearded dragon that will just be standing in the background of like every fight sequence and do nothing?
That would be the Flash.
It would be the Flash.
Yeah, Barry got a bearded dragon. Yeah.
We got to have Scotty Young doing it. I hate Fairyland art style.
Yeah.
I like it.
I like this from one of our chat. It would be titled "Injustice: Bad Dog."
There you go, Injustice Pets. Bad dog.
We got we got a lot of fun with that, but you're right. I like that one a lot. Like,
That will be good. I believe pets, though, are also capable of doing something special.
time travel.
Time travel through a portal.
Today's podcast is sponsored by Honey. Honey is a free browser extension that is designed to save you money. Honey automatically scours the internet for promo codes and applies the best ones that it finds to your cart to save you money. Honey supports over 30,000 stores online, ranging from tech and gaming products to popular fashion brands and even food delivery. Honey has helped 17 million members save more than $2 billion. Just click the Apply Coupons button on the extension at checkout and watch the savings roll in. I've been using Honey every time that I shop online. Honey helped me save on my recent Walmart order by getting me free shipping. If you don't already have Honey, you could straight up be missing out on free savings. It's literally free and it installs in a few seconds. And by getting it, you'll be doing yourself a solid in supporting this podcast. Get Honey for free at joinhoney.com/experiment. That's at joinhoney.com/experiment. Thanks, Honey, for supporting today's episode.
Close the portal. All right.
Dan was just saying off screen because that part doesn't go in there. That he just didn't know where to put that on the portal.
And pets love portals. It's like a doggy door portal. I don't know.
Who would you have write that? Because not Tom Taylor, he'd murder all the pets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be the point of the story.
Oh no!
They have to
even
fight
more
against,
emotional.
It's actually my normal idea is actually very similar to that. But
What's your normal
Ace's Justice Pets. Sure. Justice Pets
Bitewing, the new Nightwing
fights
dog.
against
Love it.
that's Ace's sidekick. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Bitewing. Everybody knows that. His Robin is
You know he just got that
is
dog.
an
Oh, you missed
actual
it,
Robin,
didn't you?
yeah.
Did you actually read Nightwing 78?
Yeah.
He got the three-legged dog. He's keeping it.
Oh,
It's on
yeah.
Twitter.
Yeah, I know.
And the
right.
DC let them name it. It's named Bitewing.
Of course. First of all, if he got rid of that dog, I would stop reading Nightwing. So yeah, but they would all have to. Ace the Bat Hound's Justice Pets would have to fight against Crypto.
Justice Pet
and they
versus
would
Regime
just all die. That would be. And PETA would hate this comic. Just so we're clear.
Would there be like an island, like if they go to Themyscira and on there's like the gopher side of the Amazon pets? Like all
The
the little
gophers?
Yeah, like groundhogs. Like
Why do you think Themyscira has a bunch of groundhogs?
I'm assuming they would have a prairie and there would be prairie dog style things in there.
Anyway, my other idea. What? Takes a page from Earth 2, the new 52's Earth 2, and oddly enough, Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Okay.
Superman, instead of crash landing on Earth, crash lands on Apokolips. And is
Okay.
raised by Darkseid
Okay.
to be his
Okay.
ultimate warrior. Now, Earth.
Would he
without
be Ultimate Warrior?
The wrestler?
Yeah.
No. I'm just going to keep
Just
going.
picture Superman being like, snap into a Slim Jim.
That's Macho Man Randy Savage.
I know.
Oh God!
What the
Also,
hell?
Martians were invincible. Jesus. Okay, so on Earth, without Superman, there's not as many like heroes. It's sort of like the Zack Snyder one, where Batman is kind of like the ongoing hero at the time.
Right.
So then Darkseid shows up. Batman has to put together a group of not the greatest of Justice Leagues to try to fight against them.
It'd be the original Justice Society guys.
Or variations of. Sort of like Earth 2, where they had variations of the original Justice League. Or Justice Society.
For anybody who wants to say that I'm making fun of the Justice Society, keep in mind, the only ones you can ever name are Green Lantern and Jay Garrick.
Well, there was also Our Man.
There was
Wonder Woman.
Wildcat.
Well, Wonder Woman's
Wildcat.
take it or leave it. They don't always put her on the
I'm
team.
just saying, she was technically originally part of the Justice Society.
It's in that new World War II movie.
There's
they're doing.
Starman.
I want to see that. Yeah, Starman. Yeah.
See, he's trying to name them.
They're literally
I only know
I'm
them
looking.
because of
You can even
Stargirl.
look at the poster that we have right there,
Yeah,
or that painting.
Not Midnighter.
Spectre?
That's
Dr. Midnight.
Dr. Midnight. That's who it
Midnight.
is. That's right. They even go to him in Injustice Year Zero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that would be it. So you'd have like Batman has to put together
Alright.
a League of Justice, if you will.
Okay.
All right.
Very similar to the Snyderverse.
They're almost a
Gotta-
society, but they're more of a league.
They're more of a leagueish. It's leagueish. Did you say this is a Justice League? Leagueish.
Yes. Just this group.
Justice people.
All right.
believe in
All right.
justice.
New Injustice style. Okay. Ready
Oh,
for
you
this?
got another one?
The Joker
second
kills
one, too.
Batman.
Okay.
And then it starts
Superman
a war.
punches him in the chest.
No, it starts a war between all the villains against the Joker because he was the one that took away the villain that made their lives worth it, or the
So it's
hero.
like
that-
Injustice Gotham.
yes.
I see. Okay.
Okay. I could see that. Could be very interesting.
I mean, I guess
I'd say
actually
have
it's
Tom
war
King
of
write
joke
it.
and riddles. Kind
I
of.
would say not have Tom King right
I think they
anything.
do a good job.
Tom Taylor should
we
write
would
it.
Tom,
we would
you know what, if
Tom
there's
Taylor, everyone
violence-
would die in the opening. We
I was
can't
gonna
have
say, if there's violence, it needs to be written by Tom Taylor. I mean, let's be honest here.
Did you see at the beginning of the new year? He said that he was turning over a new leaf and he'll stop emotionally tearing down
Hold on,
superheroes.
I'm
Why?
gonna, I need to tweet
Bad.
him to say no.
Yeah, don't do that.
Okay, so my idea, injustice is happening, but there's one group that can stop it.
Is it Red Hood and Tim Drake from the future?
Yes. How did you guess? No.
It's actually from the past.
Oh, right.
We don't know how they got
See if
there.
Andy can figure this one out. Ready? It's the Invisible Man, Dorian Gray.
Is this a League of Extraordinary Gentlemen?
It took two. It took two. The League of Extraordinary. Everyone forgot they exist. And then, what's his name? Sir Sean Connery shows up and.
Sir Sean Connery.
Yeah, well, he's
Just
knighted.
Sean Connery does it?
well, I knew it was Sir. I couldn't think of what his name was without calling him Sir. So.
It's also not what happens in that movie or the comic.
Yeah, no, they fight against the Batman. and
Yeah, but
Superman.
he doesn't put them all together.
Oh, I know. But
okay.
anyway.
Why does he do this?
Or new version of Marvel vs. DC. Batman taps into the multiverse trying to get a different Batman. Ends up with the Avengers.
Why would he try to get a different Batman?
That's what the plots of the
He's
the
like,
game is.
he's like,
It
I
gets the other
saw.
side.
I see. Okay, I got you. Okay.
Oh,
Does,
it's
is it,
not-
I don't think it's the Batman. I think it gets the other league, and then they eventually get Batman.
yeah, he
Superman.
gets the other league.
Yeah, but either way, instead he taps in and gets the Avengers.
He's trying to get the other Superman. That's the idea.
That's what
Yeah,
he
that,
got.
that was what he was trying for.
He's like, how can we beat Superman?
I know
a
those.
second Superman?
He accidentally
gets a
grabs
second evil.
Ultraman. Oh, son of!
He gets a second evil one.
I think Flash even said or not Flash, but whoever was with him at the time was like, "What if you get another evil
Yeah,
Superman?"
it would be bad.
He's like, well, then we get a third.
you just keep going.
So, you don't like my idea of the Avengers? We'll say you didn't like the idea of the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen showing up.
If I'm being honest, I don't like any of them.
You don't like Tim Drake and
No, I
Red Hood
didn't.
time traveling?
That was
All right.
you were like channeling Tom King when you did it.
All right.
Okay,
One
all right.
more
No,
different
no,
one.
I got one last one. One
You
last
got another one as well? Okay.
My ideas are genius.
I got-
I mean,
I got-
Injustice Pets
Thank
that I
you.
assisted.
yes, you
yes.
did. I will get. You gave me the.
I got
these
I got a
special
better one than Andy may
inspiration.
like this one. It's a
Okay.
slight variation on Injustice.
Okay.
So what the podcast is about?
Yes.
And so you might like this one. I'm gonna stay a little bit more on topic.
So Superman goes to kill the Joker, right?
Okay.
Okay.
But he does it wrong.
He punches the wrong side of his chest. Oh no, I missed all the vital organs.
He just punches the wall. Stupid. I need glasses. Where my depth perception is.
He
so
uses
off.
heat vision.
Okay.
Burns through the Joker. He's so angry it burns through half of Gotham, just slicing it apart.
Sure.
Okay.
Batman decides all metas need to be stopped.
So Grayson.
Grayson. Didn't think about it. Probably thought about it because we just talked about New
you
Order.
mentioned it as
It
well.
was one of those subtle things in my brain. So Dick Grayson then decides he needs to stop all metas. He
Okay.
finds a way to remove them all, becomes a cop, and his daughter's unhappy with him.
Okay.
I'm gonna-
would, it's his son, but yeah, I would read this.
No, my version's the daughter,
That way
Andy.
it's different.
A little different.
And I would call it Nightwing, kind of a new order.
Newish.
Newish. You know, I don't even want to.
really
I don't
didn't
even
even-
want to keep
I
going.
didn't even at all.
Like, straight up what happens in that book.
I know, and I even mentioned the book earlier.
Yeah, I know.
But it was one of those things where I'm like, this is a great idea.
I feel like half our ideas on this is we start a story and we go, oh wait, that's done.
and then I just bring it up. Oh, that's actually a thing already, guys.
All right. Instead, it's
Hit me.
Superman punches the hole through Joker's chest.
Right. All of our
Batman-
stories start there.
Obviously. Batman then goes to bring in the alternate Superman, but instead brings in Omni-Man, Hyperion,
All of other versions of
Homelander.
Superman.
and we just get all of the other
Lord.
version, but they're
And
all evil.
Yeah, Jesus.
Homelander would be like, I'm the good one.
Yes.
Even
But then we just
Omni-Man's
get-
like, ugh.
But then it's just a war of the Supermen. I would actually just want to see, just because all of them are so violent and powerful, that I would love to see a fight between all of them.
That would be cool.
And the kid from Brightburn.
I'd watch that.
Why not? The kid from Brightburn like massacred an entire
I feel like the others would just whoop him around real quick. I mean, he's like 8.
He would show up and they're just like, well, bow.
What's with the weird mask, kid? Chuck him into the sun. When all else fails, chuck him into
Surprised
the
that's
sun.
not like Homelander's go-to. Just
And into the sun.
no.
Well, that's what Immortal says in Invincible. It's when all else fails, chuck him into space.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that happens in the show too, doesn't it?
Yeah. That's yeah.
Yeah, I was just trying to think of where that came from. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed today's comics experiment with spearmint gum. Take the exit, Dan.
Which you could probably maybe find for sale using Honey on your internet browser when you're shopping.
Nice.
Because Honey has sponsored this episode, as well as HBO Max. We are also sponsored by G Fuel, where you can use code COMICS at checkout to save 10% on your order. You can also support us directly over at Patreon, patreon.com/Comicstorian. $2 gets you early access to great content, and you get to help decide what goes on the channel. And we're also sponsored by our subscribers over here on Twitch at twitch.tv/Comicstorian, where we record this live every Thursday at roughly 2 p.m. Eastern. And we also do our Absolute Comics at 5 p.m. Eastern on Tuesdays. Hope to see you guys there, and we'll catch you all next time.